reliability. That's been sat for, like, I honestly don't know, months and months and months. Honestly, I'm so happy and I'm so looking forward to having this out in the summer and enjoying this little scooter. So with the summer only around the corner and the show season about to begin, I thought it was about time that we dust off and pull out my scooter and see if it still runs. Because before we put it away, we got it running absolutely perfectly. Now I'm hoping the battery has charge, and for you guys that are unsure what I'm on about, there is a playlist of me restoring this 1986 Honda NE50. It was a full rebuild and modification. So please check that playlist out if you are interested in that. Let's see if we've got power and we can get it out, get it warmed up, and see if she still runs as sweet as she did before we put it away. So here it is. Some of you may have seen this in the background of some previous videos recently, but also there are some of you that are more than aware of this scooter and have watched the full playlist on my channel, and this was a full nut and bolt ground up restoration and modification project. So as mentioned, this is a 1986 Honda Vision NE50 UK spec, and this has been modified with all the JDM goodies like the belly pan, the wings, and lots of other little JDM extras to make it into a Japanese spec scooter in the form of a Bosozoku style. But yeah, the plan is to hopefully get this running and get it on the road, because I haven't actually had it on the road yet. But mainly, I'd love to get it to a couple of the shows that the Gensuki Gentlemen's Club are attending. Because all the other members, every single scooter has its own individual look. And I think this one would suit blending in with all the others. And I'm really excited. And the guys seem so genuine. So yeah, let's hope that this starts, and do you know what? I'm pretty confident. It's always been a reliable little scooter. But let's see if we've got any power in the battery, and if we have, let's get it out, and let's see if we can get it started and warmed up, and also carry out a couple of laps up and down the yard and see if she still runs as sweet as she did before we put her away. Yeah, thinking about it, this was actually the first automotive-based full restoration that I actually carried out on this channel. And I first did a scooter up when I was 15 years old with my eldest brother. And that was my first scooter on the road when I turned 16. So I think really I've always had a bit of a soft spot for these little scooters. And being that this is a JDM spec, which goes with all of the things that I love, the build was actually really fun, and I'm actually really excited to get this out and have that possibility of riding through the shows with all the other guys in the Gensuki Gentlemen's Club forum. The first things first, I need to turn on the fuel tap. I actually added a fuel tap, so this wouldn't have fuel sat in the carb. And I actually put a clear bowl on this carburetor, as you can see, so I can see the fuel level, and I can actually see that fuel is being accepted into the carburetor. But yeah, I added a little tap just so I can switch off the fuel, and before I put it away, what I did is I switched this tap off and I kept the scooter running until it just died because it used up all its fuel. So yeah, let me turn this fuel tap on. It is tucked up in here. So the next thing is to turn on, it's now got a manual choke because of the larger carb, and then hopefully we have power and see if we can get it running. Japanese reliability. That's amazing. It sounds really good. Does it sound great? I've had to just come in the unit because obviously it's going to be a little bit loud stood outside, but that's running at just over 1400 RPM, which is about right. And I cannot believe that's been sat for, I honestly don't know, months and months and months. And as you heard, it started on the button. Incredible. Honestly, I'm so happy and I'm so looking forward to having this out in the summer and enjoying this little scooter. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll keep it warming up for a little bit. We'll go up for a couple of blasts just to run it. And then what I'll do, for those of you that are unaware of this project, I'll have a little walk around and I'll show you the little add-ons and little bits and pieces that's been carried out to this little scooter. So literally months and months spent in the back of my unit doing absolutely nothing. Switch the fuel on, switch the manual choke on, couple of turns off the electric start button, and bang, she starts up and she is ticking over. Lovely. What a scooter. So there she is, sitting nice and low. So that is the stance of the scooter. You can see here, I actually made, out of an old spanner, I made a side stand so it actually sit really low, because when you have it on the centre stand, obviously it kicks the back wheel up. But yeah, apt cool to snap off. Yeah, I love the way that this scooter looks when it's sat down, and that's kind of the whole point. It's not practical, but it looks so cool. And even though I'm only literally going up and down the yard, it picks up so quick, it's unbelievable. This scooter really does go so well with that 70cc Molossi kit. But let me walk you through it. So, as I said, starts off just with a UK spec NE50 scooter. We've got a belly pan and a rear wing, and we've got an extended front cowl here for the headlight. That's all from the JDM auctions. The seat was made or covered by my mother, and this is like what you call a sandan seat, so it kicks up and has this shape here. But yeah, I cut this out, cut the original foam, added a little bit, and then we recovered it in this vinyl. All been painted. The bodywork isn't absolutely mint. There are a couple of little grazes in the paint over on this side which I have to touch up, but it's not too bad. We've got the split cover, which was also from the JDM auctions. Tucked under there is a 19 millimeter large Molossi carb or Del Auto. They're very similar. Got the subway handle hanging down for a bit of JDM spec. I added a kilometers an hour JDM clock and also added the little tick-tock chime, which you can hear when you do the indicators, which is really cool. Got ourselves a handed mirror, which was also from one of the guys from the Gensuki Gentlemen's Club forum. And a front basket. This was an absolute nightmare. I do have another one hanging up on the wall just there, but I preferred this one. Now this is off a Honda Melody, so different type of scooter. But I just love the scooter with the basket. I did see one in Japan all lowered, and I just love that sort of, I don't know, shopping style spec scooter. Got some chrome moon dishes on the wheels. You can get different colours. These were just from AliExpress, but I like the chrome, and it almost looks like you can see straight through them. Drinks holder, and just little extras which I like adding the cherry blossom. Now in here, sticking with the 7-Up livery, and I don't know honestly why I went for 7-Up originally, I just kind of went with it. But we've got an original early 90s Fido Dido doll with a cup. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and it's such a cool little project to do. Really simple, especially compared to the cars. The expense and the knowledge required to do up these little scooters is so easy. And don't get me wrong, these older cars are fantastic to work on. They really are like a DIY, you know, person's in an old pig shed car to work on, and this is why I love them. But scooters are so very basic, and there's such good advice on the forum also, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, this is it. I wanted to get it out and make sure it runs, and I'm so happy that it does. So what I'll do for now is I will switch off the fuel, and as mentioned, I then run it down so there's no fuel left in the carburetor. And I'm now confident that this is going to run as and when I come to use it. But what I might do in the meantime is take off the panels that need a little bit of work. I have some paint left, touch up the little bit of damages, and get this looking as good as it can get. I almost forgot as well, I actually bought this little ice box, and this is to make it look a little bit like a 7-Up delivery scooter. So I can take this off here and put this luggage rack on, which has been mounted with this. So yeah, I can literally open this up, keep some nice cool 7-Ups in there, and then when we go to shows, people can literally just help themselves to a nice can of 7-Up. This is a relatively short video, but I kind of just wanted to refresh myself on how fun that little scooter is, and also just how it sounds. The two-stroke is amazing. And for those of you that want a little bit more information on what was carried out, please do take a look at the playlist. There's lots in there, and it's literally from nothing to where you see it there. A lot has been done, not just on the bodywork as you see, but on the engine. A lot of work has been carried on that, and the modifications that you require, and where to go to get those parts, to get your scooter up to the spec that one currently is. But with that, I'm going to get it in, clean it up, and it's going to be ready for the summer. But with that, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.